You don't need a man to achieve anything. And trust me, you don't need a man to be a powerful woman. You don't need a man to raise your children. On the other hand, of what I've experienced from having a great man, I'm going to tell you, yeah, you do need a man. Welcome to Krystal Rowe Impact, a space dedicated to empowering you to be the change that your bloodline has been waiting for. Join me and together, let's inspire change. Welcome back to the Krystal Rowe Impact Podcast, and today we're going to talk about the death of the alpha male, or the power of the alpha male. Now, we live in a world where the alpha male is typically the leader of the pack, confident, assertive, and dominates in the industry. And we have come up from a generation of women that haven't had equal rights. They haven't been paid the same, and we've really lived through a male-dominated business world. And today we're going to talk about the power of the masculine and the feminine energies. So masculine energy is about protecting and providing. And the feminine energy is about the nurturing and the sensitivity of one's being. Now, we do have to take into consideration that some people have to be both. We all have masculine and feminine energies inside of us, no matter our gender. But life sometimes throws us curveballs where we have to really balance both of them. And for me, when I came out of the refuge with my 7 children, I had to really be in my masculine energy. I had to provide and protect my children. I had to create a life for us. I had to build that. And it wasn't the easiest thing to do, but in hindsight, it's all I knew I had to do. And yes, I was nurturing and I did love my children, of course, but it wasn't my main energy that I gave them. I provided and I protected. And for a lot of people out there, we get into a survival mode, and this is what we do. Whether you're a male or a female, or you're in a relationship or you're not, you will have one energy that dominates over another. And when my husband came into my life, I was very much in my masculine, not only in my personal being, but also in business. And that filtered out to the way I treated people, the way I treated my children. And even though I had this feminine, soft side to me, a very intuitive side, I still projected a masculine energy. And when my husband came into my life, he had a very masculine energy himself. And that was extremely attractive to me. And that is a beautiful dance that if you allow yourself to magnetically connect to somebody else's energy, and we actually revert back to the olden days where the man would provide and hunt and gather, and the woman would nurture and create life and create a home and create community. And so when TJ came into my life and he actually allowed me to step back from being so masculine and being so stuck in having to protect and provide, and when he created a safe and secure energy for me, I was able to drop out of my masculine energy and stay in my feminine energy, which is my creative energy. And that's really how I've had the opportunity to create Heritage Impact and to have the courage to do this podcast and actually share with you a part of my life that is just growing and unfolding as we go along. And that's a beautiful thing about allowing your feminine and your masculine energy to be in flow with each other and have those qualities actually come from a man and a woman. And when you have a man in his masculine energy and a woman in her feminine energy, both creating this dynamic energy, everything is possible. The things that TJ and I have actually created and achieved in a short span of our relationship is, I don't even have a word to describe it. I was going to say priceless and unbelievable and just magical. And I believe that everybody should experience this kind of love and this kind of energy, because it is dynamic and it is powerful and it is empowering for both of us to be able to have a space where not only do you feel safe to be seen and nurtured, but a place that you know you are safe and protected. And when we actually are able to operate from such a beautiful collective space where our qualities are free to be what they are meant to be, what our human nature is designed for us to be, it's amazing. It's rewarding and it's satisfaction, and it makes you feel like you've accomplished things in life and you really are in flow. And you're operating from a place of love and acceptance. And being in my feminine energy, my true divine feminine energy, which I believe is the center of who I actually truly am. And there's a part of me that knows that my intuition is the best part of me. I can sense when somebody's not okay, and I'm allowed to show up and create a space for them to feel comfortable with me. And that's a really unique quality to have. And I am grateful for it, and I want to nurture that. And I'm very blessed to be able to do so because I have a husband that I've allowed into my life to use his masculine energy. And just in return, I do the same for him. I create and use my feminine energy to help him to feel seen and loved and safe. So I encourage you to consider allowing your masculine and your feminine energies to dance beautifully together. And in your workplace or your business, allow a masculine energy to come to the forefront if that's their strength. Allow somebody's feminine energy to be their strength. And it's not about a competition. It's not about the power of the alpha male and the dominancy. It's about the beautiful complementary energies of bringing them together. We've got to be in a world now where we choose to bring our masculine and our feminine energies together in a beautiful balance. Because when we dance beautifully with those energies, we radiate an amazing frequency that is so attractive to people that they begin to wonder, like, what is it about that person? It's not, oh, they're dominant, they're sensitive, they're this. Our energies are not in competition with each other. They are for each other. They empower each other. And when we bring them together beautifully and allow them to dance, you're a very special person. You're a very amazing person to be able to do that. And I encourage you to try to balance your energies. Now, I know we live in a world where you don't need a man to achieve anything. And trust me, I know that. You don't need a man to be a powerful woman. You don't need a man to raise your children. On the other hand, of what I've experienced and what I have become from having a great man, I'm going to tell you, yeah, you do need a man. You do need a man to allow you to become your true, authentic self. Doesn't matter if you're more masculine or more feminine in your energy and you can't find that balance. If you have another person in your life, you can be, I don't need a woman, I don't need a man, whatever it is. Explore the idea that you might just need a man. And the reason why you need a man, a real man, is because you need to allow and give yourself permission to explore your feminine energy. And when you have another figure in your life that holds that masculine, especially if you are a divine feminine energy, if you truly want to create in your life, you do need that balance. And I'm here to tell you and share with you that it can happen. You can bring down the walls and you can allow somebody else into your life, into that role, and you can soften yourself and allow a man to be that masculine energy for you. And I promise you, you will find so much more about yourself that you didn't know existed. And you will be more powerful and you will feel more empowered by letting your energy and your true self free. If you enjoyed this podcast, leave a 5-star review on Spotify and Apple Podcast, and I'll see you in the next episode.